Hiya, as in higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Let's read our daily affirmations for the inner child. And today is May 28th. It's May 28th. Let's see what the keyword is today. It is about potential. Okay? Today I will gently push my limits. Today I will flex my muscles and gently push my limits just a tiny bit further than yesterday. I will accept that some pain is normal for growth and welcome it. At the same time, I will be alert to damaging pain and stop pushing. As a child, I never learned to work through difficult situations. I stopped playing piano when there were too many sharps and flats. I stopped doing math when I couldn't understand equations. I stopped trying to ride my bike up the big hill when my legs started to hurt. If it's too hard, then quit, was my motto. These days, I no longer am afraid of the pain that goes along with progress and change. I welcome it and know I will work through the pain to the next level of growth. Yes, perseverance. If there's anything that I've taken away from my own spiritual journey that I've been on since my own awakening is perseverance, determination. It's okay to fall down as long as you dust yourself off and stand back up. That is of most importance. Sometimes obstacles come in our way and in our path for us to see how determined we really are. Sometimes the obstacles are placed there because it's really just not our time or meant for us. So it's important to stay in tune. You're doing a very good first step by watching this video to connect with your inner child. I'm also going to pause to recommend that you check out the animal spirit card of the day. It's definitely in tune with the inner child reading today that we're doing at this time. So gently pushing your limits. This is having discernment, perseverance, wanting to reach your goal, challenging yourself a little bit. It doesn't mean any way of harming yourself or your body. So make sure that you know the boundary and you have the boundary there. This is all to guidance to help you, okay, not hinder you. So you want to make sure that you're not self-sabotaging. Okay, that message is for someone here because that's the way that it was read to you. That's the way that you picked it up, that energy. But the energy is really, if you're setting a goal for yourself, not give up if something fails. Failure is the key to success because failure is where we learn. We learn in our failing times, not in the times of where we're succeeding already. When you already have success, then you typically feel as though sometimes you can have that mentality of already knowing, or a sense of because you have it, you're not even thinking about it. So you lose awareness and sight of how you got there. You know, sometimes when people become rich, they lose sight of when they weren't rich. Okay, so this is kind of like the perspective shift that I'm trying to bring to you through spirit. Okay, so gently push yourself and just don't give up. The main thing here. So potential, knowing you have the potential to really live the life that you really want to live, no matter what it is that you are inspired to do. Having birth, being born is a gift and it is miraculous. So finding out, I was just getting ready to say, your life purpose. That's what this potential really relates to for us all, is life purpose. We were all brought to Earth School here, this planet Earth, for a purpose. And it's time for you to find out what your life purpose is. If it's your birthday, please check out the birthday reading today too. So that makes two that you really want to check out. The animal spirit of the day goes hand in hand with the inner child. And that is just a very short reading, not even 3 minutes long. The birthday is a little bit longer than that, about this long. And there's something about you knowing that there are 891 moons, yet we see how many? One. But in the galaxy altogether, and look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we also have the light of the sun. It's important for me to share with you. Spirit wants you to know that the sun and moon work together. The sun is masculine energy, the moon is feminine energy, and they both actually work together on a daily basis, constantly, all the time. So it's important for you to work with your feminine energy and your masculine energy within. We are sticking with this fairy deck. Fairy deck came and it's not by surprise at all. Over here. Who has a Mr. Potato Head around you right now? Or maybe you miss Mr. Potato Head. If you have an urge to play with a Mr. Potato Head, Spirit says do it. Do not be ashamed, afraid, shy, or feeling any kind of feelings aside from this is your inner child wanting to stand out. Also, the stone that came to me today was this green stone here, and I believe it's a moss agate. I think so, but it has this really shining, I'm not sure if you can see the shiny part of this, but it has these yeah, there you go, like this beautiful sparkle to it. So shine. It's time for you to shine. Let your light shine for the world, okay? And perhaps wear green. Green is of importance for Mother Earth and nature. And now I'm drawn to pull this little turtle out here, little terrapin guy, okay? So there's something about your home is where your heart is, and ancient civilization, perhaps maybe even connecting to some ancestral roots, doing some past life work, therapy, maybe of benefit for you, and finding out your life purpose at this time. We have the Fool. This is embracing your childlike energy and being, utterly, completely free. Ultimate freedom, super consciousness, enlightened being. The most enlightened you can get. Amethyst could be a good stone. Someone has an amethyst by them. And so this reading definitely is for you at this time. And who is going to Hawaii? Have you been seeing unique insects lately? This reading is definitely for you as well. The Fool's energy doesn't worry, doesn't have concern. And it's not that the Fool doesn't have emotion, but it's that the Fool knows death and rebirth fully. The cycle is completely aware, but yet still a childlike energy. It's as if you have that pure, innocent, childlike mentality still after knowing and eating that fruit from the tree of knowledge. Yeah. And we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So upright, our Five of Swords is, well, here in this image, it's signifying struggle, pain, someone being backstabbed. You're literally suffering in the snow, cold, wet, using the sword as a tool to move or to just stay in this position. I'm really feeling the energy of the Eight of Swords, which is your mind has you trapped. You're living in a disillusioned part of your life at this time and entrapped your mind. There also could be some backstabbing at play and you're stuck in this. Perhaps your energy, just let me sit with this for a moment. You're stuck in your thoughts, your mind, and it's time to really change this up to be more in your heart space. So fives are all about change. Sometimes this is a positive change. Sometimes it's unpredictable and we're not sure, but the change must happen. And Spirit says this must take place. Excuse me. And we have your third eye here again showing up. So your crown and your third eye is really important at this time. Working with your crown and your third eye. So you perhaps maybe have had a loss. So in reverse, as it was, I'm going to put it back in reverse. This card still has a meaning of defeat, dishonoring, despair, pain, tears, weakness, a doubtful future. And again, as I stated in the beginning, mental confusion. You're in your mind so much. It's time to have some clarity. Let's see if we get it here. We do get it here with the Hanged Man. Yes, finally. This is beautiful. This is wonderful because this is what you need. So for your life purpose, for the potential of you, well, let's go back to what we were talking about, right? The potential, pushing yourself, doing something, not giving up, not quitting, following through with something. So on this path of following through with something, this is Spirit definitely affirming for you. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be cupcakes and rainbows, but life's not, is it? Life isn't cupcakes and rainbows. No, because there's always some things that come up. You know, life happens. It's unpredictable. Just like the fives that I'd said. Fives are unpredictable. So be aware of this and know, I mean, you have the Fool and the Hanged Man. This is showing you completely enlightened. You go from this to this. What a transition. Like that's miraculous. What a difference this is to be stuck in mental confusion, chaos, fear, you know, living in the illusion of your mind, but they're disillusions and they're not really the truth or raw because you're not really grounded either, or you're not feeling supported. You're stuck in your mind and your heart space is closed. You've got to open your heart. And how are you going to do that? Well, we get the Hanged Man here, which is all about, look, freely hanging upside down, and playful energy in this card is what is coming through. Is like hungry, playful, and determined. Look at the determination you have now. You went from not having any determination to not even really wanting to move forward. You're not even moving in this card. You're just there. It's as if you're thinking about it, but you're staying stuck in these thoughts. Whatever these dark thoughts are, it's time to release them. I mean, and you know what it's like to have this freedom because you have the full energy with you. Remember what it was like to be a child, to be innocent and pure, to be able to, before things got chaotic, before, you know, you weren't able to really live, you know, before you learned about failure at all, like when you were just able to be a free spirit. This has free spirit written all over it. So you went from a free spirit to this adult with all these responsibilities and all this chaos and these relationships that probably are mimicking some part of your inner child life that you experienced as a child, and then to go to this enlightened being here. And what is this up here? This looks like a bird, but an acorn. I don't know, like a poofed up bird. I wonder if and there's strawberries producing fruit. So this is something that's going to happen in the springtime for you, or has happened in the spring. Strawberries. There must be something significant there. Let me see if I can find anything out about it on here. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to hold this up for you to look at it while I check it and see. It doesn't really say anything about strawberries. I do know that strawberries are the only fruit where the seeds grow on the outside. So what could that mean? The seeds are, okay, so maybe perhaps you have put all of your energy, your effort, your time, your worth, your value, your self-esteem, all into others. And it's time for you to take it back because it's yours. It's meant to be for you. And if you're giving this all away and these seeds all away, your abundance to others, then you're probably perhaps maybe even absorbing some of their seeds or their energy. But this isn't really you, and it isn't your life purpose. What are you called to do? You were created here to do something with your life that is involved with the tree of life, connecting to trees, knowing that you are one with trees. That is where some meditation and wisdom lies, and connection to your inner child. Fairies are all about this, and so are the trees and the moon. The Mother Moon and Mother Earth are very important for you to get close to. Perhaps do an inner child meditation outside if you can and when you can. And also, there is a video that I would recommend you watch, listen to every day. It's by a YouTuber called Joy Plus Soul, and it's called I Call My Power Back. I recommend you watch that video every day and just continually call your power back to you and allow other powers to be released back to others, okay? This is going to help you, and it's very beautiful. I mean, you know, this is an explanation, an overall explanation of how life really works. You know, we have ups and downs. We have joyous times. We have sad times. It's a constant flow of this. Okay. So the wheel is always turning. The karma is always going to be there. Okay. And we can have happy karma. We can have unified karma. And we can also have, you know, karma that gives us these challenges, you know, in our mind, in our headspace. It's not by chance that all of these are about your crown and your mind and your head and your third eye. But then we have this end here in the green. And what did we start with? Yeah, green. And remember, on the outside of this green stone, we saw that there were crystals shining, okay? This is reflecting the strawberry of the seeds being on the outside. So this too also resembles you. Thank you, Spirit. All right, that's a message I have for you today. And the birds approve, if you heard that. They're singing outside for you, the bird songs. Definitely embrace Spirit. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.